you have to realize your true ride or die friends. You know, you have to figure out which friends are your ride or die friends and which friends are just your friends who to have fun with. There's kind of different friends for there's different types of friends for like different purposes. You have the true ride or die friends who will help you out in any situation. Then you have the fun friends who you go out to the club with, you smoke with, you drink with, you talk to females about, and all that type of fun stuff. But those fun friends, a lot of times, aren't the type of friends who are your real friends who are gonna. The fun friends, a lot of times, aren't the people who are gonna give you a place to sleep when you're homeless. Are they gonna give you money when you're broke and when you ask for, you know, they're not the type of friends who will help you when you're in need. And you kind of have to put your friends in different categories. I'm not saying you can't hang around your quote unquote fun friends. You can still have those fun friends. Who you smoke with or party with or gossip with. You know, but just know that when you're in a deep messed up situation, don't even bother asking them to help you out because you already know they're not going to help you out. And some people would say like, damn, if someone's not the type of if someone's not really that type of friend who to help you out when you're in need, then fuck it, they don't need to be my friend anyways. And I could definitely see that point of view thinking. If someone's not really truly down for you 100%, why does that person need to be in your life? You know, they're just wasting space and time in your life. Instead of hanging out with people who aren't ride or die people who truly care for you to the utmost extent, you could be doing something else constructive with your life, such as bettering yourself, getting on your purpose. Your real friends, they'll help you out when you're in need. You know, they'll have your back in any type of situation, even when it isn't convenient for them. A true friend will help you when it's not convenient for them because they look out for you. They care about you. They value your life truly and genuinely. But the fake friends, the fun friends, they just use you a lot of times. Oh, he got money today. Oh, we can go to the club with him. Oh, he got money today. We can smoke with him today. But oh, when he don't got money, you don't see those fun friends a lot of times. And when you're in a messed up situation, you already know not to hit the motherfuckers up. Don't hit the fun friends up for help because you already know they're not gonna have my back. They're not gonna have your back. And it's not always because the fun friends are just fucked up, fucked up evil people, but everyone has their own negative tendencies. Nobody's perfect, and some people's negative tendencies is that they're selfish. They don't like to help others, and it's unfortunate in today's age. A lot of black people, we don't like to help each other. You know, like Mexicans and a lot of Hispanic cultures and ethnicities and nationalities, Hispanic people, they help each other. Mexicans, for example, they help each other. They're a close knit community. They have each other's backs. You know, I've worked at several jobs with Mexicans, and when a Mexican doesn't have anything to eat, other Mexicans help them get food, give them money to get food, or give them food themselves. You know, take food off their plate to help out a fellow Mexican who's in need, who doesn't have any food, a fellow Mexican coworker who doesn't have any food. If a Mexican is homeless on the street, a Mexican family who doesn't even know him or her will accept them to the house because Mexicans are a close knit community who value each other and have pride. Mexicans have true pride for their culture, and that's why they take care of each other. But black people, black Americans nowadays, we ain't shit. We do not like to help each other. You know, back in the days, back in the 50s and 60s, the black community was up against the ropes. So we had to, even during slavery, Jim Crow, all of our history of black people, you know, especially back in the day, back in those days, man, black people were forced to be close knit because we had to support each other because we're in a fucked up situation in this nation, you know. We had to have each other back as black people back in the days because we were going through blatant racism, being harmed, and white people trying to kill us. So we had to have each other backs and join forces as black people to survive. You know, so it was ingrained in like our grandparents' generation and their generation before to have black pride. You know, but black pride, you know, cultural pride is usually mainly through fathers. Fathers really pass on that pride in like pretty much every culture. You know, you get your last name from your father. You know, so culture really, and they all, you know, the famous saying, "You are what your father is." So culture really follows through that paternal line. It's just that's just the way it is. Masculinity is stronger and more prominent than the feminine principle. So culture springs out a lot of times from the man's lineage. So black men will put out of the black family structure. Sometimes black men even voluntarily left their black families. And sometimes black women left the black man. Her baby daddy left him, and a lot of black children in the 70s onwards, a lot of black babies and children were not growing up with their fathers in the household. So the fathers were not in the household to teach these black kids, these black children, to have that black racial pride. You are what your father is. You get your last name from your father. So culture, there's a strong link between paternity and cultural. fraternity and culture are like closely linked. You are what your father is, Even the Bible says it. And not a lot of black people were growing up with their fathers in these last couple few generations, so that black pride wasn't really passed down. And that's why a lot of black people, we don't have black pride like that, and we don't like to help each other because we don't have that black pride. We didn't grow up with our fathers who there was no fathers in our household to really ingrain in us that black pride. I'm black and I'm proud. Like in other cultures, it's predominantly the men who teach that culture of pride to their children. Like in other races, non-blacks, the men usually are the ones who teach their families to be racist. You know, it's not the women who usually teach their families to be racist. It's usually the men. You know, Karen, don't date black guys. The wife might start saying don't date black guys because the husband started to say it. Karen, don't date black guys. Racism was started by non-black men, white men in particular. In our situation, racism was started by white men, not white women, white men. So racism, that spirit stems from white men. And white men spread it to white women and their children and all that shit. Historically, what I'm saying is true. I mean, it is what it is. If you don't know now, you know. You feel me? Black people, you don't fucking help each other, and that needs to fucking change. But I see a bright future for the black community. I mean, hopefully we could just fix some of these flaws that we have. Yeah, I'm out. I'm out, y'all. Peace.